Hey guys, this is Ben from Ben's RPG Pile, and today we're going to review the western fortress of the Horned Hold. This is actually part 2 of the how to build a slave pits excavation pits video that we did a while back. And after many months of coming up with ideas and doing the Lava and a Cup of Java for Phoenix Comic-Con, finally had a chance to go back to this and work on it some more. So basically, I'm going to show you several things. This isn't the entire Western Fortress. It's a big part of the map. If you show you on the map here, you can see it's a big area of the map. So, and this course is all right in here. So we're just going to focus on some of the rooms. The first part, where they storm off the bridge, and I didn't build that here just because I don't know about you guys, but this is a game table that we play on, and I'm sure yours is pretty much the same size, and there just isn't room to lay the whole thing out. So I just focused on 4 rooms that the guys have to finish up, and then one of them includes a twist. We modified a room, and so I just wanted you to see our spin on it. Lots of cool things to look at today. So the first thing is, let's look at the slave pits, okay? And what's great about the slave pits is these were actually done by Rob. Not Rob, voice of Magnum and Red Dawn, but Rob, who's Enigma23 on the Twitter forums. We had a chance to meet Rob at Comic-Con. He's from San Diego. Super nice guy, just a real nice guy, and his buddies were great. And he actually built the slave pits in record time, mind you, for us, which actually helped me out a ton, because I really... it would have taken me much longer. So he made these and brought them to us at Comic-Con, and I just think they're spectacular. If you can see on the map there, see see those 4 pits, or those 3 pits there. So Rob essentially, he was talking to me about, to show dimension, he used kind of like this building insulation. It's kind of like a styrofoam. You can kind of see here, this one comes out. But he made 4 pieces that interlock together. And I was always concerned about painting them, and Rob just did a great job in the paint. And so he's got 2 pits. I love the ladder, by the way. I'll show you the ladder. See the skulls on there? He's got 2 pits, and then he's got a water area, and then this open area. And his rocks are amazing. I don't know if you can see the little skeleton bones in there. See it over here. I really, really like. This is going to sound crazy, but the thing I love most about the slave pits is how he did the rocks. The color and the size and the way he piled them on it, that's really impressed me. You're in a dungeon, you can never have enough good rocks, right? And you'll notice Rob's detail there. He's got the slime on the sides, and he's got some chains on the wall right there, right? And so basically I've got the party coming in here, and I'm using a couple Mage Knight minis even, right? There's a dwarf there that I rebased. Alright, there he is. There's cool D&D miniature. Those guys that fallen down, I forget their names. What the heck are those things called? Oh, Inhabited Corpse Fallen Villager, that's what they are. So I sprinkled those in. The guys have to rescue the slaves here, so I've got a bunch of those classic slave minis with the chains on them. I threw a couple miners in here to add to the difficulty. The Spine Devils are in here, and I just think it turned out great. And the great thing is it's modular, right? Those 4 pieces, I could break those out and use those different every time. So that's the slave pits. Come back over here. This is Merkel Moore's chamber, right? And what's cool about this is I did a kind of a 2-level thing, right? So there's the opening part. The 2 big fireplaces guarded by the Durger shock troopers. And if you remember, when those Durgers get to half hit points, they actually get bigger, right? They expand. Look at that. Isn't that the greatest? So I have 2 of those, and I can't wait till... They've fought 1 of them so far, and it was a hoot. Those 2 little columns there, those are from Dwarven Forge. Here's Merkel Moore's chamber. I used I think that's a 40K or Games Warhammer miniature there. I used that as a Merkel Moore, kind of that dark dwarf thing. I thought he looked pretty good. So we're using him, and then I did the old bearskin rug. stacked up some tiles and had it flush with the floor. Alright? So like so. The cool thing is, again, the levels, right? And you'll even see some worn, torn worlds walls here. Those little stone walls right there. You can see them on the side there. Even on this side. Alright? So that's Merkel Moore's chamber, and I think it'll be cool. There'll be that big battle where that Thurge is going to fire some brimstone hail and stuff like that on the top of the stairs, and then the group's going to have to fight a multi-level battle. Those are always fantastic. So now I'm going to move on to the crypt, which I modified in the game. I wanted something a little, you know, it was 5 whites, and we fought a lot of undead, and I wanted to mix it up. So what I did was I built the chamber, instead of it being like that fallen chapel kind of thing, I'm just going to have it kind of be a long lost room where the knights were still locked in here and eventually turned to whites, but I'm only going to have one guy, and that's going to be that skeleton right there. He's going to turn into the white. He's going to turn into this guy. Okay, and then this is where we made our first monster. So it's the Sandstorm Sentry, and that's a Mage Knight mini that we rebased, right? And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that guy pop up from the sand. Well, there's a good shot of him. Right, I'm going to have him, they're slowly going to start to come up from the sand as the party enters, right? I'm going to mix them in the rounds, and I've got a Game Fiend who's on Twitter. He helped me come up with some stats and modify it, and there were some other cool guys in the Wizards forums who also helped. But that's our first monster attempt. I just love that miniature. So I thought I'd mix it up, and instead of being 5 whites, I went with 1 white and then a bunch of Sandstorm Sentries. Our first attempt with the monster, which we made through the Wizards of the Coast Monster Builder, and that couldn't have went better. Then you got your hallways here, right? And then this is just the crypt. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of Minotaur statues. Who has Minotaur statues? I don't have. I have a lot of things in my pile. I don't have Minotaur statues. So I just did a spin on it, and basically I'm going to kind of play it up, that bone right by that hole in the wall. I'm going to kind of spook the guys on that. But nothing major is going to happen in that room, because you've got to keep the players honest, right? That's really one of the things. You can't have something happen in every room, but I'll try to put a little flavor, text, and story in that room somehow. But this is my big cave-in, right? That one piece is from Lava and a Cup of Java. So I love the cave-in, so I just kind of tried to expand on it, right? And then the trick is levels, right? In the Western Fortress, there's stairs up and down, and so, you know, you do your best. There's our stairs, and I'm going to have stuff going up and down. This Merkel Moore's thing here in the slave pits, that's all on one level, and that's actually a bottom level, right? It's flush to the floor, but because of those pits, I had to bring up the rest of the level, and you'll see I use these little risers. Rob from RPG Pile made these and painted them green. These are really helpful when we put them on these thin boards, right? So this is actually all level, and then the other stuff actually goes up and then down. So, but you know, I mean, that's the thing, adaptation, right? You adapt your level the best you can, and you make it work however you can for the party so that they have a good time. So there'll be some imagination, right? The guys are going to have to imagine they're going up and down on the levels, but that's really all you can do on it. So this is the part 2. So this is what happened in the excavation pit, how it evolved. And special thanks to, again, to Enigma, Rob, and to Game Fiend and all the guys on Twitter, and we'll put some pictures on with this, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you can catch us on Twitter, say hey to me on Twitter, watch our weekly video podcast on iTunes, watch our weekly blog where we'll review a lot of these, and we'll post some pictures, and we'll definitely do a detail on Rob's pits. So there it is, guys. Until next time, this is Ben from Ben's RPG Pile. See ya.